Only the biggest stories, only the biggest guests, and only the biggest opinions. This is AM 560, The Answer.
All right, so we're taking a break.
Fight with the might so fearlessly. We'll never forget the way you thrilled the day.
Sean.
With your T formation, bear down, Chicago Bears, and let them know why they're wearing the crown. You're the pride and joy of Illinois, Chicago Bears. Bears down. Second verse. Oh, there isn't one.
Oh, there isn't a second verse. Hi, Amy Jacobson here. Bruce Wolf filling in for Dan Proft. Dan can't sing. Dan's lost his head voice, and you still maintained it after all these years.
Oh.
Very proud of you.
Thank you.
And we're taking a break from Kavanaugh and the new Anita Hill to talk about Bears football because tonight is the home opener against the Seattle Seahawks. And a man who has been at 68 consecutive Bears home openers is the one, the only, Chet Coppock. Good morning, Chet. Hold on.
My gosh, Amy, don't stop. You're on a roll.
Did you like
How are you kids doing?
We're doing well. We're doing well. A little busy this morning, so we have to cleanse our palate and talk about something here locally, and that's the Bears. Are you impressed so far with their first game of the season?
Well, I was impressed for the first 30 minutes.
Me too.
Amy, the second half was, the record of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That being said, I think Seattle lines up as an ideal opponent for the Bears tonight. Their front seven is very, very weak. They don't run the ball very well. There is no excuse for the Bears not to win this game tonight. The key matchup, obviously, Russell Wilson, the Seattle quarterback, dealing with the linebacking strength of Khalil Mack, who's become Mr. America here in Chicago, and young rookie Roquan Smith.
Yeah, here's the thing.
He makes defense fun. Well, honestly,
here's the thing, Chet. Khalil Mack, first half was fantastic. Did he fatigue because he hadn't played? He hadn't been in training camp because the Bear defense disappeared in the second half. So I'm a little bit worried about that tonight.
Bruce, that's a great point. I was talking with Dennis McKinnon, good old Silky D, the other day about
85,
about the 85 about the Bears in the second half up at Green Bay, and he was of the opinion that Akeem Hicks was a goner, Leonard Floyd was a goner, and that Khalil Mack lost the motor, and they did. I mean, the fact is, the defense. I mean, you don't give up 3 touchdown passes. I don't care if Aaron Rodgers is the good Lord himself. You don't give up 3 fourth-quarter touchdown passes, but they did because they couldn't generate a pass rush on a quarterback who was playing on one leg. This game is huge tonight for this franchise. If they drop to 0-2, we all know what Chicago's all about. If we aren't bitching about Quicken Alderman, what are we bitching about the Bears offense?
And this would be, if you make it to tonight's game, which you are going to make it, it will be your 68th consecutive Bears home opener. Do you remember your first game?
The funny thing is, just Chet claims he's only 57 years old, so I want to know how that works, but go ahead.
So did you go to your first game in diapers?
I went to my first game, I believe, no, not in diapers. I would have been by then in, but then actually, Amy, I was wearing a thong.
You're going to go to your last game in diapers, though, Chet. Now, here's the thing.
No, I want to know about your first game.
I'm going to my game tonight in adult diapers. So the first game I went to would have been in 1951.
Oh.
And tonight will be 68 in a row. My father had a great passion for the Bears. He was very close to George Halas. And, over the years, it just became kind of like a tradition with me. And over the years, I've flown in from New York, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, blah, 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 just to see the Bears open up their season. And, Bruce, you will know this. Greatest Bears opener of all time, 87.
I was there.
Beating a back-to-back Super Bowl champions. The Bears clobbered the Giants and Phil Simms, 37-19.
Elvis Toast Patterson. That was the one Bear opener I was at. You've been to 68. So Chet, what did you think yesterday? Vontae Davis of the Buffalo Bills quits at halftime. Now, I'm walking out in the middle of this interview right now, but Vontae Davis He quit the Buffalo Bills at halftime.
Well,
Have
he put on his street clothes and walked out the door because in 2 games they've given up, 48 points?
I know,
and he just said, you know what, I'm done. I'm not fast enough.
I know, but usually
you wait till the game's over.
You give a 2-minute warning or something like that. Not 2 weeks, but 2 minutes. Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, I haven't, and I think it's absolutely classless. It's crass. It's I mean, there was a way to handle this. Meet with the general manager and the owner on Monday and say, listen, guys, I haven't got it. I want to retire. Let's do it with dignity. I want to congratulate my teammates. I want to wish them all the luck in the world. But, I mean, just walking out at halftime, I mean,
selfish.
That's as bad as Spiro Agnew with Richard Nixon.
Now, Chet, even worse than what Vontae Davis did yesterday was me in my fantasy league. I benched Ben Roethlisberger.
So bad.
I benched him. He scored 50 fantasy points. And you know who I'm starting in his place? Mitch Trubisky tonight. So is he going to have any kind of game?
I think he does, Bruce. Their secondary isn't all that good. Gosh knows he's got weapons. Here's the thing about Mitch Trubisky. The Bears are going to take the leash off and just let the guy play. Let him call some of his own plays. I like Matt Nagy, but I think he's very much a rookie coach. I think he's been a disciple of Andy Reid, which meant that he held the clipboard for Andy Reid. There's no reason to believe Trubisky tonight shouldn't throw for 250 yards with a couple of touchdown passes, minimally.
Yeah, but he's not going to score 50 fantasy points.
Well, that will be good, and at least they'll make up some of the deficits.
All right, so Chet, you have a new book out, and the title is Chet Coppock. Did I butcher that?
Well, Amy,
it's close enough.
Actually, the full and complete title is "What the Hell Happened." No.
Chet, give us a little tease. Give us, a story there that we don't know.
Title.
Well, you give us the proper title and your name. But also, give us something in there, to make us want to buy it.
Your Dime, My Dance Floor, Chet Coppock in Pursuit of Chet Coppock. I'll give you the first chapter. I talk about a meeting with Billy Martin, who was a terrible drinker, and in my 20s and 30s, I was a very, very bad drinker. I was also an only child. A little pathos here, Bruce.
Sure, I got it. I'm crying right now.
Very lonely.
Yeah.
Terribly, terribly lonely, and much like Andy Kaufman in Man on the Moon, would sit and broadcast to the wall and pretend he was Jack Brickhouse or Vince Lloyd.
Wait a minute, that's what I did, Chet.
And you had 15 brothers and
sisters. No, seriously. I mean, I used to broadcast to the wall. Right, that's what we all did. So what happened with Billy Martin?
Well, Billy Martin had kicked dirt on umpire Terry Cooney in Toronto in 1981, and ironically, the A's, who Billy was managing at that time, were at Old Comiskey Park the next night. So I went out and just determined to get Billy Martin on the 620 Sports Live, and there was a gaggle of reporters trying to get Billy to talk, and he wouldn't say a word. So I had met Billy before, and I walked up and I said, Billy, if you'll come on with me, I promise, no talk about Terry Cooney. I just want to talk about you. So Billy said, okay, what time? 6:20. Bruce, he came out. Amy, he came out. I'm not kidding you. I did something like, so Billy, what's new? And he went into a rant about Terry Cooney. It was just explosive. That, and if there's one that brings out a lot of passion in me, is Halloween night 1983 when I got the call from Sid Luckman from George Hallis's apartment over at 5555 Sheridan Road that Coach Hallis had passed away. I broke the story live on Channel 5.
Wow.
You remember when I worked at Channel 5 back around 1915?
Chet, please, you got to let things go about Channel 5. Now, me, I will never let it go.
He's wearing an NBC 5 jacket right now,
I will never let
Chet.
it go that they let me go at Channel 5, Chet. But you should let it go. But
no, I have let it go. I really have.
So have
I. It was
I.
a great run. I'm still trying to figure out why Channel 5 didn't want me, but instead wanted this handsome, charismatic, olive oil skinned Italian by the name of Martin Greco, who actually played the role of Johnny Fontaine in The Godfather.
He did. I'll never forget it. He was a damn good singer. He absolutely was.
All right. So the book, I read your first book, Chet Coppock, Laying It on the Line, and I'm looking forward to reading your current book. When's it going to be available? And how can we purchase
right now,
it?
Amy,
It's
through,
available now.
Yeah, it's available. Listen, I'll sell you a copy right here on the phone if you want.
Sure.
I'll give you the special Coppock discount. No, it's available not through Amazon, but through Eckhart's, ECKHARTZ, Press.com. And the reason I do that is because Amazon rips off authors.
There we go.
Really?
There we go.
Do tell.
Yeah.
All right, Chet, good luck on number 68.
I want to hear about how Amazon rips off authors.
Oh.
No, we'll
Not the 68th home opener. May you have 68 more, Chet. And maybe the Bears will win one Super Bowl in that time. So, good luck.
I doubt it.
Yeah,
right.
Me too.
Hey, guys, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
Chet.
having me on. You're doing a wonderful job, and keep on rocking.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. And good luck on your new book. And Chet Coppock joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.
Bears 31, the -7.
Yeah, really, -7.
Gosh, Nick, I'll find a way.
Bears, the Bears.